The government shut down for the second time in less than a month. The question now, for how long?
So everything about this stinks, to tell you the truth.
The Senate moving forward now.
The motion is agreed to.
But before that, the process stalled by Republican Rand Paul, calling the bill's price tag out of control.
Everybody's getting more spending. The military, the right's getting more military spending. The left is getting more welfare spending. And you're getting stuck with a bill.
The late-night drama playing out for hours.
We're going to end this madness as soon as we possibly can.
Members repeatedly calling for a vote.
Is there objection?
Mr. President?
The senator from Kentucky.
His fellow senators, even Republicans, clearly frustrated.
It makes no sense to me. It will not accomplish anything.
We can right now provide certainty to the thousands and thousands of people that expect government to be open.
The bill would increase domestic and military spending, but does not touch immigration, and now faces an even tougher battle in the House from both parties. For now, government employees getting the all-too-familiar notices, instructions on whether or not to show up for work Friday. Blaine Alexander, NBC News, Washington.
Police pushed back neo-Nazi activists staging an unauthorized demonstration in the small Italian city of Macerata. Counter-demonstrators chant "We're all anti-fascists" at around 30 members of the Forza Nuova extreme right party. The scuffles come after a right-wing extremist shot and wounded 6 African immigrants there on Saturday. Police say the suspect claims to have been acting out of revenge after a Nigerian immigrant was accused of dismembering an 18-year-old whose remains were found 4 days earlier. Emergency workers recover another body from the rubble in Taiwan. The search for survivors from Tuesday night's 6.7 magnitude earthquake's been hampered by more than 220 aftershocks, including a 5.7 tremor late on Wednesday in this same area of Hualien City and the country's east coast. At least 10 people have been confirmed dead and 270 injured after 4 buildings collapsed. At least 7 people are also missing. Images from the city show tilted structures, scattered debris and buckled roads. Those caught up in the quake tell of panic and people running for their lives. Tuesday's quake happened exactly 2 years after a previous one in the Taiwanese city of Tainan that killed at least 116 people.
UK Prime Minister Theresa May says there will not be a second referendum on Britain's membership of the European Union. She insists Britain will leave on March the 19th, 2019. Her statement came after billionaire George Soros donated nearly £500,000 to a campaign group which is seeking to halt Brexit. The investor is one of 3 figures linked to the group Best for Britain, who plan to launch a nationwide advertising campaign. Britain voted to leave the EU in a referendum in June 2016 after a successful campaign by Brexiteers, including Nigel Farage, the then leader of the right-wing populist party UKIP. UKIP MEP Ray Finch says Soros has no place in British politics.
Obviously, Mr Soros is no friend of Britain. He once made £1.5 billion betting against the pound. And the Remainers have been complaining about all this alleged foreign interference in the referendum. Mr Soros is putting money in to alleged parliamentary groups. You know, this is actual real interference, and we all know about it. Mr Soros and the rest of the globalist 0.1% elite should butt out of British politics.
But the Remainers are not ready to give up yet. For the first time, various anti-Brexit organisations have joined together under the Grassroots Coordination Group. It plans to stop Britain following a one-way path to a hard Brexit.
The world's longest undersea rail tunnel linking the Arctic region with the heart of Europe could cost up to €20 billion and be opened by 2040. Following a feasibility study, Finland and Estonia want to build the Finest link between their 2 northern capitals. This would connect to Rail Baltica, a line between Tallinn and Warsaw that's due to be completed in 2026.
There are still very difficult decisions ahead of us, and because this will be a very expensive investment. We don't know right now yet how to finance it, and it is not clear how realistic it would be.
If the tunnel will actually enable us to connect the Arctic areas of very northern Europe and of the northern parts of Finland, our areas with our most resources, to central Germany over the Baltic countries. It might be that it's viable.
The proposed 103-kilometre-long tunnel would shorten the travel time between Helsinki and Tallinn to about 30 minutes, from at least 90 minutes currently by fast ferry.
British MPs could be expelled over sexual harassment in new proposals after a survey found 1 in 5 parliamentary workers had experienced or witnessed such behaviour in the past year. Parliament became one of several institutions to become embroiled in a sexual harassment scandal last year, leading to 2 ministers losing their posts, while others in various political parties were investigated over allegations of inappropriate behaviour, prompting calls for an end to locker room culture. The leader of the House of Commons lower house, Andrea Leadsom, hailed the moves as a big day for British politics and that it is a major step in bringing about the culture change that Parliament needs. Perhaps surprisingly, there is currently no mechanism to remove or hold MPs to account over these types of indiscretions in the UK. A cross-party committee has suggested that MPs should be asked to attend training courses on appropriate behaviour and in more serious cases face a public vote on whether they keep their jobs.
Televidendo momento por outro espaço comercial, agora nós estamos back e deporte. MCB,